This is a video of my current control station. It's a little difficult maybe, but I have the big MTH Z4000, and I have the 8B, and I have a Lionel. I have an auxiliary to run my test track, which is a little oval over there. I have my 12 switches. I have some meters. Everything is on amp meter. I have my DCS controller. I have the TMCC controller, and then I have an auxiliary that I'm using for accessories, and then I have another power plant box that's going to run the Christmas train only. Then I put some switches in here for on-off things, and like the smoke in the factory and the stockyard vibrator and stuff like that. And then my controllers are here, and then I've got parts laying around that I'm screwing with. But then I inherited this guy, which came from a Lionel layup, which was fairly impressive. And he did have 10 or 11 of these. These were his switch boxes. I took the red lenses out for something else. But he would push a button and it would change direction and then light up. That was his switch controls. They were standalone switch controllers. I have one up there, I'll show you. But what I also liked about it was he had this panel where he had push buttons and levers and it lift up. And then I'm seeing now what Tim Coe and the others have done is where they embed their panel logic here, and then they run the wires up off like an umbilical, so you can raise and lower this, and when you raise it, it's so easy to see everything that's going on. And I'm thinking I could use this as a basis for my bench, even if I had to shorten it maybe, or change this panel, or maybe screw my switches on top of this, you know, for my switches, and then down below have the levers, and then down here have push buttons, you know, kind of change the layout. But one of my concerns was the length. But when I put it up here, it came over to about here out on the bench. And there's room inside for some of the power. And then I could have anything outside that I needed, like this guy and maybe something else that I need to see. When I do my main power up and I put everything on, I have to have access to that as a switch. He's always on. He's always on. These guys are not always on. This guy need a switch. So this guy could be outside, you know, like over here with a switch. So turn him off and on, raise and lower the track voltage this way. He is used as an accessory. He's used as an accessory. He's used as an accessory. So those are always just right off the 14 volts. So they could be buried down inside. Even if I needed to get to the circuit breaker or something, I could raise the lid and flip the switch and get to it pretty easily. So if they're buried inside, he's outside, and I mount this switch panel on top, it really starts to clean up my whole workspace here and give it some structure. Plus, on the top, I could put a little board, a mimic panel of my layout, and have the lights like I saw with Tim Coe. So I could have the switches red and green on a short board that's squished down, so it shows the layout, but you could see the switches. Anyway, that's in the back of my mind. It'd be like a January, February project, but that would really help me organize my control stuff. And I know the problem. Here's my cabling. Look, I just routed them all into one big fat wire and put an, you know, and look, I'm at 4 amps. I got to change all those bulbs. That'll help considerably. I got the bulbs now too. So anyway, oh, an interesting point on this 4000, the circuit protection is 12 amps on the track voltage and 4 amps on the accessory voltage. And 4 amps is what most of these guys are pulling. See there? He's pulling 4, he's pulling 4, and oh, he's not on. Oh, I didn't wire it in. Or I did wire it in, but nothing's on. I don't know what's going on. Here, try it. There we go. He's not doing anything. Okay. Well, if I turn something on, he is, I guess. Yeah, now it's climbing up to 1. But you see the factory smoke? I don't know if you can see the factory smoke. Factory smoke, man moving, shit's happening at the factory. Turn off the smoke. He's unloading and loading. And then I got the cattle vibrator. There they are. Oh, they're head to head. They're fighting. At any rate, that's how that works. And I don't know if this is still. Oh, I didn't wire it in. I put this. This is sort of gravel now. I'm trying to make gravel. You know, I'm trying to make a scene. I'm not very good at it. I'm learning. I saw some video. Friends of mine are sending videos on how you do this really. Oh God, it's sort of painful, but I might have to give it a try. Oh, and then I found my. I was gonna sell this and nobody wanted it, so it's a what do you call it? Semaphore. I'm gonna put it up. I read the instructions and you can put it up so it just triggers when something happens. It doesn't have to really control anything. It can just be the indicator of what's happening. So I might do that. Oh well. I'm helping this guy in New Jersey build some cars that were his father's. It's really exciting, very rewarding project. And in the bunch, he had this really ratty car. I already have one like it, and mine's cleaner, but this one is beat up. But I just rubbed it down with some car polish, cleaned the wheels, put it on the track, put in a new bulb. Yeah, and it works. It works. It's not the greatest, but you know, it gives you a little something to look at anyway. Let's see if this will fire up. So I'll show you a little bit about it. My switches are not correct. I'm not going to worry about them. I'm not going to do anything. Okay, let's go to the engine. I want is the Hudson. Hudson fires up. He's just a wonderful engine. These are all switched. Bugger, no light. Imagine that. There it goes. It lit up as soon as I moved it. Alright, and he did not, you rat. Anyway, that's some of the stuff I'm doing. And fun I'm going to have. Today I'm going to be working on a 343. I've got it running and smoking. I'm hoping that I'll be able to get the tender, so that'll be buttoned up. Oh, I gotta go over here. Oh shit, I hit that. That's on. Oh, I gotta hit my. Sorry about the wandering around here. My wiring is not the greatest. Look at this. And smoke. Isn't that great? Smooth runner too. Runs really smooth. Anyway, so I'm going to work on his reverse unit and see if I can't get the combination on chassis running, and then I'll work on the bodies. That's today. Alright gang, later. I'll post this on Facebook, and then you guys can get the link, just so you know I am doing stuff. Really. Bye.